So I have two videos that I'm going to talk about. One is about Monique, and the other one is about Joe Biden. I'm gonna get the Joe Biden one out because you see it in the news, and then you want to fact check it, and I don't know. I got it from the shade room, and I don't know how old it is, but um, I saw it on the shade room. It was talking about Joe Biden wants to give another $1 billion to Ukraine. Now, this was like a month ago where he was doing it. So I don't know if he was doing this a month ago or he just want to throw another $1 billion just to Ukraine because. But I'm gonna assume because I should have done this like a month ago, at least for this channel because I know I talked about it on my podcast. But I just want to say this, black people. I don't, and I'm gonna be real when I say this. Don't ever tell me like voting is important. Don't ever tell me vote. I think vote. Don't get me wrong. I think voting is important, but I also think holding your vote is just as important. I do not like the fact that a lot of people was fear mongered into voting for Joe Biden because you didn't like Trump. Now, granted, I've said many of times on this channel, I am not a Trump supporter. I still am not a Trump supporter. But the one thing, and I probably should look back on this video because I know I was going to do a video on this. I remember one thing I said that Joe Biden needs to do, and the one thing I feel like a lot of people that miss is that don't make them miss Trump. As in, don't make it seem like, oh, now you're in there like Trump. People was like, I should have been voting for Trump because people are going to say that. It's like it wasn't like this when Trump was in there. And then because the one thing I will say this, and I had this argument with Trump supporters all the time because they want to throw, oh, he has the lowest unemployment and, lowest unemployment for black people and, him giving money to the black HBCUs. And, okay, him giving money to the black HBCUs, that's one thing. And it's just like, you can't refute that. But the lowest unemployment shit, most people don't forget that when Obama was in his last motherfucking employment was going down, and so was gas prices. Gas prices was also going down. Before the last year of Obama, it's just like he had that shit as low as possible, and then with the Trump administration, it was lower. But I also said that the reason why he even got that low is because of Obama and the shit that he was putting in. I feel like a lot of those Trump supporters are really delusional when it comes to it. That's why everybody's like, what is it? It's like Trump ain't do nothing for black people. That was under the Obama administration. A lot of you Trump supporters want to admit that, but you know what? We're not even worried about that. Y'all can have the HBCU thing because that's going to prove to my point that, and I done said this many of times, when black people feel like you ain't done shit for it, because a lot of people said that at Obama. And my whole thing was, y'all never really asked for shit for Obama. All y'all really wanted him to do is do his 8 years and fucking do his 8 years conflict free in it. And I was 20 when Obama got elected. And I was really into politics. Yeah, I got through with Jon Stewart, but I was really focusing on politics. Not once. I never heard nobody was talking about Obama needs to do this for black people, or he needs to. We need to have a plan specifically for black people. We need to talk about reparations and all that stuff. If you can show me video of black people doing this during Obama's time, please, I would like to see it. That way, but as far as I'm concerned, I've never seen nobody talk about it. I've seen nobody push him. Matter of fact, we really didn't do much because a lot of people say, "Oh, he done stuff for gays when he done stuff for the LGBT, but he ain't do nothing for black people." And I've said at first, the LGBT, they had an agenda. They stuck to that agenda, and they stayed on his neck until he got that agenda done. I've said that many a times. That's not the. I said black people should have been doing that if we had something to do. It wasn't until Trayvon got killed and the whole thing is talking about police body cameras and some shit like that. And I feel like there was more shit that we could have done than just the body cameras, but it had to get to someone dying for him to try to do stuff. And the most of you is just like put cameras on fucking cops and shit. But I refute. We're not even talking about Obama because Obama's 8 years damn near 8 years ago now. At least he's at least 4 years ago out. So we're not going to be talking about Obama. We're not even going to be talking about Trump. We're going to be talking about Joe Biden. I'm going to say this to black people. It's been 2 years. He's like halfway through his first tier, and we still have not gotten shit from Biden as far as black people. As far as the 80 to 90% of people that voted for this motherfucker to come in, we still have not gotten shit but a thank you note and a fuck off, in my opinion. This man, and we are literally, and I'm going to say, I don't care what anybody say, I'm pretty sure white people will agree, and that's probably why it's like, that's why a lot of them is like, we shouldn't be voting Democrat, we should be voting Republican, or some people say, yo, you should vote for the right man. In my opinion, both of them was the right man. So that's why I always said, I'm holding my vote. If I don't like either candidate, I'm not voting. I've said this many times. Y'all not gonna make me vote. And after this, the whole shit with Biden, this proves my point. He has not, so far, and yes, he has 2 more. He technically has 2 more years to go. He could do stuff for black people, but as of right now, June 15th, 2022, he has not done shit for black people. He has put billions of dollars in Ukraine, and we're fucking dealing with inflation. We're fucking dealing with high gas prices, and we're fucking dealing with an unemployment walkout that it's going to fucking hurt the nation if you really think about it. We're going to get to that point. And people are sick and tired. And now you got black people who's just like, shit, I should have voted for Trump. That's the one thing I was like, you might as well go with the devil you know instead of, the devil you don't know. Joe Biden, the people, I don't blame, do I blame Joe Biden? No, because he played this game. He got in. He got what to do. He's the president. You don't see Kamala Harris no fucking where. I have not seen her but once or twice. Anytime, now granted, I never saw much of Mike Pence. I saw a lot of Joe Biden though when he was vice president. I did see a lot of Joe Biden. But Mike Pence, you didn't see him. Kamala, you don't see her a lot. So but I don't want to put that on her because, like I said, I haven't seen Mike Pence. But Biden, I feel like the one people you really should be looking after is the people that voted you in. It's just like, even with whether it's the context of Black America, the reparations, or whatever it is that is going to help out the black community per se, you should be doing that. You're putting billions of dollars in Ukraine, billions into Ukraine. What does the black community get? Hard dick and bubble gum. And that's fucking unfair for us because we're the ones that put you in. Biden, I'm just a regular dude, and I'm gonna make sure I don't want to threaten. I'm here to threaten no one's lives, but I'm just going to say this. If you keep going on like this, you're not going to see 8 years. You're not going to see 8 years. We probably won't have if I think what Trump is going to do, if I think it's going to happen, because I'm not going to lie, I don't see no other Republican candidates that's going to run after Trump. If Trump could do 4 more years, I think Trump can jump back into the race and I'm going to run back and then put back I can see him saying I put America back to where it was before Joe Biden ruined it, and him calling him Sleepy Joe and other bullshit. If that's the case, I'm not voting for nobody. If I'm gonna tell you this right now, do I think Donald Trump is the devil? No. Funny thing is, he and I share the same birthday. I say this all the time. He and I actually share the same birthday. But if Donald Trump runs for president and gets to the primary elections, I'm not voting for either. Until Joe Biden, and I just want to say this for black community, until Joe Biden shows that he wants to do for the community, until he does for the black community, we shouldn't vote for either of them. We should hold our fucking votes. We need, I say let this. I would rather let this country burn than fucking let that man fucking do what he wants to do and shit. Because, like I said, we're the reason he's in. We're the reason he's in. And as far as the black people, we don't survive worse. It's like as a race of people, we don't survive worse. Hell, we went through slavery and we're still here. It's like you could try to kill us, but we still here. I want a lot of people to understand that, but we should take this next election very seriously. But Joe Biden, you should really I really feel like for us black people, you really should be doing shit for us black people. Other than putting a president that people have to guess their race, or first black Supreme Court justice, which is good, but it's still symbolism at the same fucking time. It's just like, what are we doing here? What are you doing for the communities? This inflation is not gonna help us in the black community so much, especially like a lot of people not getting jobs, and then not to mention there's people walking out of their fucking jobs. And then we're still dealing with a pandemic. And yet we're still dealing with gun violence. And with all that other stuff. I understand as a president, you got a lot on your hands. But I do feel like before you give another penny to Ukraine, the black community you need to do something for the black community and the people that voted you in. Because that 80 and 90% says a lot. You wasn't even close with other races. Every other race was like 50-50. You wasn't even close with other races. Black people, we voted for you and fucking flooded. We flooded to get you into the position that you're in now. So, in conclusion, because I didn't want this video to go long, Joe Biden, I feel like Joe Biden needs to step his game up. I feel like he needs, but as black people, I feel like let this be a lesson to you. Because I know when people talk about hold your vote, now you're going to look at holding your votes as like, you know what, that might not be a bad idea because we didn't get what we want out of this motherfucker. It's just like, and if I don't like none of the candidates, I guarantee you, like, I'm not going to try to get anything out of the other motherfuckers. I'm pretty sure a lot of people say this, well, for one election, black people, we shouldn't vote as a majority. As a majority of black people, we should not vote. Shut that whole shit down. I feel like you'll shut that whole shit down. Let the Trump supporters vote for Trump or whatever the fuck is going to happen. But as black people, if we don't get what we want, we need to hold our votes. And that's all I'm going to say. Let me know what y'all think. Till then, my name is Oskino Fly and I'm out. Peace.